Here's this week's weather question.
My name is Marcus Prater.
And I am Tony Paris.
We are 5th graders in Mr. Jones's class at Wilson School.
Our weather question is this.
What is sleet?
Thanks for sending in that question. This week's question comes from Mr. Jones' 5th grade class at Wilson School asking, what is sleet? So we're going to take a look at the different types of precipitation that we can see throughout the winter, and snow is fairly straightforward. The entire atmosphere from the height of the clouds down to the surface is cold, well below freezing, allowing snow to reach the surface. But as we take a look at sleet, we've got a layer of cold air at the higher part of the atmosphere near the clouds, then a fairly thick layer of some warmer air, and that warmer air allows the snow to melt into rain. But before getting to the ground, we see a return to colder temperatures well below freezing. So the rain freezes into ice, and when those ice particles hit the ground, we have sleet. But with freezing rain, we have snow at the top of the atmosphere melting to rain on the way down, and it stays as rain until it gets to the surface. And only at the surface we see that rain freezing over into a glaze of ice. And then when we see rain, it starts as snow at the height of the clouds, and then we see warm air from the middle of the atmosphere all the way down to the surface, causing us to see rain down at ground level. So the big difference is how much warm air we see. With sleet, there's just a little bit of warm air that causes a period of melting into rain and then refreezing into ice before getting to the ground. With freezing rain, there's more warm air, and it only becomes ice when it hits a sub-freezing surface. And then with rain, that's the thickest layer of warm air from the middle of the atmosphere all the way down to the surface. Thanks for sending in that question. That's this week's Wednesday Weather Wonder. We are looking for students who are learning about the weather to have a short video recorded asking a weather-related question, and you can email your videos to weather@wbkb11.com.